everyone, so in this strategy I am going to give you my all-time best favorite casual farming strategy. Okay, it has, and I think it always will be, harvest for now, because it is just very simple brain dead. Yeah, it's just a very simple brain dead strategy. You don't really have to think so much. There is just either this or this, and for harvest is just usually just picking all of the most rare monsters plot. Alright, so the Google sheet is already updated over here. Alright, just need to scroll down and find the growing hordes pack size farming. Okay, I'll just give you a very glance breakthrough of what this strategy does, and what is the statistics of it, and then I will go through with you, guide you on how to do the preparations, and of course next will be a very simple gameplay guide on how to do it, how do I do it. Alright, and I'll be using City Square for that. Of course, and lastly is the total profits after 28 maps. Why 28 maps? Because that is one full cycle of either the Searing Exarch or the Ether War. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's just go through a quick one. This strategy, alright, the profit per 28 maps is roughly about 7 divine, plus minus. It really depends on your drop sometimes, so I do not want to guarantee it's 7 divine. And for me, I do not like to rate the amount of currency I can earn per hour, because every single different player has a very different kind of playstyle. Like some of your builds might be very fast, some of your builds might be very slow but it's tanky. Some of you like to go mid-range where you don't really have super good speed, or you don't really have it's not a slow build either, it's just mediocre average, is able to do everything. And so yeah, because of different situations and scenarios, right, I have never ever liked to give players a very concrete breakdown on the currency you can earn per hour. So I always like to do it per 28 maps, because that's one full cycle, so about 7 divine. Map sustain, it is very easy, guys. I guarantee you, in all your maps you are definitely able to sustain. Okay, the only criteria before you do this is you need to unlock every single one of your atlas, your points, okay, and then unlock all of your favorite map slot, maybe except the fear. Alright, except the fear. And you have to take the keystone of singular focus, okay, because map sound has 200% chance to be your favorite map. So including all of your shaping, alright, shaping the skies, shaping whatever, that 4 shaping nodes. Okay, with this, definitely you are going to be able to sustain your map very easily. Okay, so estimated time per map, like I said, this varies depending on your build, but on the average you should do it about 4 to 5 minutes. Slower builds might take 6 to 7. The much faster one will probably take 3 minutes. Okay, so the contents of this strategy, we're going to have Essence, Harbinger, Strongbox, the Searing Exarch or Ether of War, and our main focus is Harvest with Growing Hordes. Okay, so introduction, what does Growing Hordes do? Growing Hordes basically is going to help us increase our pack size, map pack size, to up to more than 50% for a very high chance for the rare monsters to be duplicated, or basically times 2. Right, so if you guys didn't know what is Growing Hordes is the keystone over at the top right side, whereby if you're going to put Rusted Scarabs in your map device, each Rusted Scarab is going to give you 5% increased pack size. Polish is going to give you 7. In my opinion, Rusted is more than enough. Okay, Rusted is more than enough. And with this, if you have 4 Rusted Scarabs, it's 20% pack size, correct? And you roll your maps to have at least 20% pack size. The last one we're going to use is Fortune Favor the Brave on your map device, okay, which is going to give us 10% more pack size because of this node over here. 10% increased quantity of items found on your maps, 10% increased rarity of items found on your maps, 10% increased pack size of your maps affected by Fortune Favors the Brave. So, because of this, we are going to guarantee to have at least 50% pack size every single time, okay? And because the skill tree is going to utilize the top hat over here, this rooftop light thingy, every single one of these nodes has a 2% increase effect of modifiers on your non-unique map. So this is going to give us a total of 30% increase, okay, 30% increase, and this affects the pack size and quantity of your maps also. So that's why it's definitely going to be more than 50% for sure. Okay, next, if like with the increased pack size, right, we just generally have a lot of monster in our map, giving us more loot, more sustain, including buffing up the number of monsters your Searing Exarch minions and Eater Over minions is going to spawn, right? And here comes the option, okay? You can either choose Searing Exarch or Eater Over. The difference is, if you choose Searing Exarch, you basically will take the minion reward much more often, because the minion reward is going to give you additional staple currencies like your Chaos Orb, Awakened Sexton, Orb of Making, Orb of Regret, all this, so on and so forth, right? This 4 is basically the main one that you're going to profit. And if you choose Eater Over, what you want to do is you're going to take the player rewards, which give you a lot more quant stacking, currency stacking, what else? Maybe chance to have divination card duplication, map duplication, so on and so forth, okay? But eventually, when you stack up so much quantity from the player rewards, your harvest at the end of the map is going to give you much more life force, okay? So it's kind of a give and take. There is no real good scenario here, because if you choose Searing Exarch and you are going to continuously get Awakened Sexton, then that's super good, right? And you can get Grand Eldritch Ember as well, Greater Eldritch Ember as well, okay? But sometimes you do not get them very often. And if you choose Eater Over, stacking out the quantity is going to give you more life force, but you do not have all these kind of staple currencies, okay? So like I say, it's a give and take. Alright, and what do we profit here? Okay, the main profit is really harvest. By using the compass to duplicate life force, we will gain a lot of life force to either sell or craft items, whichever you want. And like I said, if you're doing Searing and such, you're gonna get a huge amount of good currencies. Chaos Orb, or making Awakened Sexton, Eldritch Embers, so on and so forth. The next one is those side content. Side content such as Essence, Harbinger, Strongbox are basically side profits, okay? They are basically like free in our maps because it generates more monster for us to sustain maps. Essence is gonna give you Essence, okay? Harbinger is gonna give you currencies like Ancient Orb, Orb of Nauman. They can be fairly pricey just for a single one, like 5 to 9 chaos. Okay, and Strongbox basically is not going to earn you anything most of the time. Okay? Unless you get like Operative Strongbox, which give you Scarabs, or the Currency Strongbox, okay? But other than that, it is really there just for the sole purpose of giving you more monsters in your map for better map sustain. And because our map device has the Strongbox modifier, so Ambush is the one. So basically, when you use Fortune Favor or Brave, it's going to randomly roll one of the map mod device, right? Map device mod, sorry. So yeah, it can choose Strongbox, it can choose Essence, or even can choose Harvest. And all of these are free and not so expensive to take in our Atlas skill tree, so that's why they are included. Okay, and map preparation is all over here, which I will go through in the next section of this video. So yeah, this is pretty much the strategy. Is really just very straightforward and simple and very, very casual, as compared to stuff like Expedition or even other stuff like Blight. So Expedition, like, you need to know where to put your explosions to read the remnants, and which is very troublesome, right? Some of you might not like that. Blight, you need to build your towers, wait. Sometimes you have to wait so long for the monsters to come out, and some of you might not like to wait. So that's why Harvest is the best. Harvest is really the best. It's just very simple and straightforward. There is no thinking involved. Brain dead, simple, with good profits. Hey, so I'm gonna guide you through the preparation process. So first of all, you're gonna prepare 28 maps of what you're gonna run. Alright, so in my case, I have recommended the city square. So put 28 maps. Alright, and how are you going to choose your map? First up, you are going to review all of the map. Okay, review every one of them. Just do this a quick one. And next is you're gonna scour every one of them. Okay, every one of them. Make sure your maps are not corrupted. Next, take your cartographer chaser and throw it into all of them. 4 cartographer chaser should get you to 20%. Sometimes you might get a superior map, so you don't need 4. Okay, let me just do this a quick one. I don't have any auto clicker on, so I'm gonna manually just click it. Alright, finishing. Okay, done. And next, just throw in either the Orb of Binding or Orb of Alchemy into every one of your maps. Alright, just click them. Okay, once you have done that, what you want to do is go to this website called PoE Regex. Okay, it's over here, you can just copy, and you're gonna choose what map mod you want to avoid, right? Plus the requirements of at least either quantity or pack size. So for this method, we're gonna go with a pack size of at least 20. Okay, at least 20. And these are the 5, you can choose 5 mods that you do not want to do. So these are the 5 mods I've chosen. So like Monster Reflect, Cannot Leech, Reduce effect of non-cursed auras, suppress spell damage, and less cooldown recovery rate. Okay, once the string is generated over here, once you have clicked all 5 of them, just copy this. Okay, copy, go back to your inventory and paste it over here in the search bar. Okay, those highlighted up are those that you are able to do, and those grey out are those you are not able to do. So what you do is just take your Orb of Scouring, do like this again, scour those that is grey out. Okay, and repeat the process with either your Orb of Alchemy or your Orb of Binding, alright, until all of them are lighted up. Okay, so this is how I usually do when I am preparing like one full cycle, because one full cycle is 28 maps, right? So it's easier to prepare this way rather than, you know, you one by one go and prepare and click them after every map you have done. So it's pretty troublesome. Okay, so that's for the maps. Next is the compass. Alright, for the compass, right, we're going to use 4 compass. The first one is your maps contain the sacred growth. Right, this is going to guarantee you harvest in every map. Second is your life force drop by harvest monsters in your maps are duplicated. Okay, you can use any color for this one, but if you have a specific color you want to farm, then you got to search it in the trade market yourself. Otherwise, just any one of this that the important part is life force is duplicated. Alright, these 2 compass is mandatory. Okay, these 2 compass is mandatory. The other 2 is really optional. It's up to your personal preference. If you don't want to use them, it's fine as well. Okay, so for the third one, I'm going to use the essence compass, alright, to add one more essence. And the last one I'm going to use is Harbinger. So this compass was very expensive last league, but this league is way cheaper. Okay, this compass is going for like 10C right now. Essence is going for 3C. This life force duplicator is going for 15 to 20C at this point of making the video, and your maps contain the sacred growth is going for like 25 to 30C. Okay, last but not least, you're gonna use your rusted scarabs. Okay, use any one of them. Total you need 112 rusted scarabs. Alright, so another thing I want to mention is if you do not want this Harbinger compass, you can change to something else like Strongbox. Right, this is fine also. Okay, this is completely fine. And once you have done with the setup, make sure that you are going to use Fortune Favor the Brave. Okay, so like just let me do a quick one. So I'm just going to take 1 row of scarabs. Okay, put it in and take like 1 row of I'll usually take 4 maps, so 4 at a time, because your compass can only use like 4, right? So just put it in, put in, and put in your compass, and just throw in 1 map. Make sure you are using the Searing Exarch, okay? And then Fortune Favors the Brave. Okay, only Fortune Favors the Brave. Alright, if you want to do any master mission, it's fine as well, you can add in. Yep, so that's how you prepare. And always remember, when you are going through the maps, bring a stack of Remnant of Corruption, because you will never know when you need to corrupt those essences to either increase the tier, have the tier 8 essence, or double the essence or something like that. Alright, I'm going to show you guys a quick gameplay as well as a short guide on how do I actually do the maps. So if you are doing CD square same like me, first of all, you're gonna want to kill the boss first, alright? Rush straight to the boss is always at the center, and kill him. Because by eliminating the boss, right, you are going to remove the reward option of having the boss reward option on the altar. Okay, so we will only have minions and... ooh, that was painful. We will only have minions and player. Okay, and most of the time we will be taking player. I'll explain that later once I see altar. Show me an altar. Alright, we have one here. Okay, let me clear the surrounding mobs first. Wow. There's a whole ton of... okay, there's just too many monsters. Let me clear first before I die randomly. Hey. So, for the altar, there's always Eldritch Minion and player gains. Alright? Most of the time, you always would want to take only the Eldritch Minions, okay? There are two scenarios that you will not take it. One, gosh, can you just type? Why is there? Oh, there's an Abyss monster here. Okay, let me just... I'm sorry, let me just clear it first. Die. One more. Okay, I'm sorry. So, the two scenarios that you will take, one is basically if you see under player gains, there is a basic currency has so and so percentage chance to be duplicated, you take those. Okay, there isn't one over here as well. So this is the only time I would take that no matter what. Okay, no matter what, unless maybe the Eldritch Minions has like super crazy good option like dropping Grand Eldritch Ember or together with Awakened Saxon, then you gotta judge yourself. But most of the time, if there is a basic currency duplicate, I always will try to take the player gains and make sure you are able to do the modifier, alright? Not like this, like take 1200 chaos damage per second during Flux effect. If you cannot tolerate this, then you are gonna die and there's no point taking the mod. Alright, so this is one scenario. The second scenario is if your Eldritch Minion, the reward is really bad, like look here, there is like 2.4% chance to draw an additional divination card which rewards a corrupted item, right? I will say for Searing Exarch, all the divination card options are actually pretty bad. So if you only have that particular line of reward option, you can try to go for the player gains where you have the increased quantity of items found in this area or increased rarity of items found in this area. But make sure again you have to be able to do the modifier, alright? So yeah, this is the only two scenario. Otherwise, most of the time, just take the Eldritch Minion reward. Okay, it's probably the most staple and the best. So I'm gonna take this too, and it's gonna drop me tons of Greater Eldritch Ember and Chaos Orb. Why is it so painful? Right, and after that, let's just continue the map. You just go it in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Alright, it doesn't matter which direction, because in the end you're still going to land up back at the entrance, which is a pretty nice thing. Right, so let's just clear. Oop, vanity, not the best, but still some money. Wait, what? Okay, I will skip the harvest first and I will explain that later after I finish the map. Okay, so for essence, if you see the purple color essence, alright, any of the purple essence, just throw in a corrupted one and oh, there we go. It might change to a tier essence, okay? Either Hysteria, Horror, or whatever, and if you have Striking, you'll just hit the jackpot. There's an electric guy somewhere. Where is it? What? Where is he? Oh, he's here. Okay. Alright, let's go. It might be a little bit difficult, okay, so you have to be prepared. Alright, so yeah, easy money. For Crucible, it's really up to you whether or not you want to do, okay? But I will say it is okay to skip them. It is okay to skip them. For me, I will do it. I just want to unlock to see if I can get any decent or good skill tree. I'm preparing for my next build. So as you can see, I'm doing Convoking Wand. That kind of like gave away a little bit of information, but I'm not going to show what I'm going to play yet. Right, I'm still trying to figure out what is good, but Just put some convoking monsters. Okay, here, look at the Eldritch minion. It's actually really bad, right? Because it's divination card that drops what unique jewelry and unique weapon. That's like the worst. So for this one, you can try to see if the player gains you're able to do. So for this, like 60% chance to be targeted by a meteor and use a flask. This is actually very painful, so I will not do this, and I would not want to risk. So I'll just take the minion reroll, even though it sucks. Right, something like that. You gotta judge for yourself. There is no fixed thing where you should just follow blindly. All right. Okay, let's just continue the map. Alright, I will skip harvest and I'll do later. Alright, so if you actually see expedition, you can opt to do it or skip it. Alright, I think it is okay to do it, because no matter what, there is still a small little chance of getting a logbook. But if you find it annoying, then you can skip it. Right, like for here right now, I have to walk around and check if there's any logbook, and this actually takes a lot of time. Yeah, if you didn't realize, right, logbooks actually take a lot of time. I mean expedition, sorry. So okay, there is nothing good over here, and this is 2 gen. 100 more experience. I don't need this either. I'm just gonna take basically just focus on taking all the runic markers, because they are the ones that's gonna drop you the logbooks. Right, additional rare weapon. Nope, I don't need that. I have 3 more, so I can take the runic markers. Let's just take the runic markers. Take all the runic markers, and we should be good. Yep, there's really nothing good. Let's just take this and pop. Okay, there is still a chance to get a logbook. Alright, even though you never pump the node, the base chance is still there. For those of you that do not know, the base chance is still there, so there will still be a very slight chance. I wouldn't say a good chance, but there is a slight chance that you might get the logbook, even though you did not take any increased con or, you know, the logbook random. Oh, what is that? There's a blueprint. Oh, nice. Alright, and yep, just continue the map. Cast lightning storm. For the strong box, right, most of the time you will not see anything good out of it. Most of the time, it's just there as a filler to give you more monster count. Alright, give you more monster count and chance to have more map sustain. The only good one is probably the Diviner Strongbox, which give you Divination card, still very RNG, and Currency Strongbox, and of course your the third one is the Scarab Strongbox, which is your Operative Strongbox. Alright, these 3 is the only decent one. Alright, let's go on to the harvest. Alright, so for harvest, right, it really depends on market economy situation. Alright, not every time it will be the same. However, at this point I'm making the video, like the life force rate of all the different 3 colors is the same. So it's like 1 divine is equals to about 10,000 life force of any color, alright? So sometimes, or even later part into the league, the yellow life force is going to get more expensive than the purple or the blue ones, because the yellow is more commonly used to craft your endgame gears, like for cold damage or co-related stuff, and chaos, and also for card gamblings, divination card gamblings. Alright, it's going to cost a bomb, and most of the people or the players is going to buy a lot of yellow life force. So that's why there will be more demand for it, and the supply is going to get lesser and lesser, and that's why it's going to be more expensive. Okay, moving along. So it depends on the situation. Let's say if the yellow life force is going to be like 1 yellow life force is equals to probably 2 of the purple or blue life force, then you got to be wary of the ratio and the situation in which you pick up the plots from the harvest. Alright, so let's go on to the first plot. So this is a very good situation if there is no rare monster. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the colors are very not extremely significant. So both of these plots have no rare monster. In that case, right, honestly, I will just take any one of them. Okay, I'll just take the color that I want. So I took yellow and just go ahead and kill all of them. Okay, because if there is no rare monster, then it will not guarantee to drop any life force. Okay, see, I have 0. Okay, next one. So for here, look, there is a red and a... Wait, why is there still monsters? Okay, there is a... I don't know is it red or purple, but I'm just going to call it purple. The purple life plant and the yellow plants, alright? And both of them have one rare monster. Okay, so this is a very good example of scenario when the yellow life force, if the yellow life force is going to be more expensive than the other one, of course you always will just pick the more expensive plants, alright? So for here is this. However, if there is like, let's say, one yellow rare plant and there is like 2 of the blue or purple rares, right, I will pick the plot that has more rare monster. Okay, I personally will pick that way because why? More rare monsters, right, means you have more chance to duplicate the monsters. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, because you are running 50% pack size, if you select one rare monster, there is a very high chance that this one rare is going to spawn 2 rare and is going to drop double the amount of life force, basically, in short. Okay, so I'm just going to click this. Let's see if it will spawn 2 rares. Most of the time it will spawn 2 rare, alright? Otherwise it's only 1. See, there's 2 rares. Right, there's 2 rares over here and it's going to drop 2 of the 100 plus crystallized life force. So yup, and that's why I will always choose the more rare monsters over the lesser ones. Right, unfortunately there is no rare monster over here as well. Let's see the top level if there's more rare monsters. Yeah, usually 3 rare monsters is really hitting the jackpot. It feels very good. What are they on top? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Okay, we're done. So there's 2 and no rare monsters, so just pick the 2 rare monsters. And this is basically how you do harvest. It's really just that simple. Usually most of the time you just pick the plot that has more rare monsters. Oh, one of them duplicated and one of them did not, unfortunately. So yeah, you see I have 3. I have 3 different... Oh wait, what? That was painful. Okay. So there's like 3 drops of crystallized life force and that's really nice. Oh, we have one more plot over here. So there's 1 and 2. Definitely we'll just go for the 2 rare monsters. So will it spawn 4? Nope, it spawned 3 only, sadly. But 3 is still better because if you only pick up the 1 rare monster plot, there's a chance that it might not even duplicate, whereas if you pick the 2, the chances of duplicating either one of the 2 is very high. Okay, so this is literally how you do harvest, really that plain simple and easy. Alright, so profit counting time. This is all the loot that I've compiled. Of course, those very staple or minor currencies I've removed it. Stuff like, you know, alteration, gem cutter prison, stuff like that. They are very low in count, so I just completely remove it, okay? So currencies wise, I probably have 1 row of Chaos Orb, about 32 Awakened Sexton, tons of Orb I'm making, and Regret. And this is basically what I got from Harbinger. Okay, I was a little bit surprised, to be honest. Okay, to be honest, I was really a little bit surprised. I did not expect the Orb of Annulment to be quite expensive now. So yeah, really the main focal point of the profit from Harbinger, right, is actually from your Orb of Annulment and Ancient Orb. Like these 2 are the real profiting ones. Fracturing Shard is really just a bonus. Not every single time, like every 28 maps you might even actually get one. We know how pretty rare this thing is. Okay, same for Exalted Orb. It's not going to give you a lot, but it's just a good small additional bonus. Okay, as for the Eldritch Ember, I actually got a little bit later this round. I think because I had gotten more Orb of Unmaking and slightly more Awakened Sexton, but on the average this is what I got for 1 cycle. Okay, so not really a lot. Sometimes it really depends on luck, on what you actually get from the minion rewards. So sometimes you might actually get like two whole lines of it, tons of Grand Eldritch Amber. It really depends, okay? It's a give and take. And contracts, I only keep those that is Deception, because Deceptions are the only one that is probably sellable. And of course, blueprints, your replica blueprints and unusual blueprints. Along the way, I did Crucible also, but this is, I only did it like half because I had some issues along the way, so I only got 6, but usually you will get more, okay? Usually you get more, and this thing can easily just sell for 9C no matter what it is. Alright, and then of course your incandescent invitations, and this is the second page of loot. Okay, on the left side I've compiled all the essence. I've upgraded them into deafening to upgrade, to sell. And honestly speaking, the essence is really not selling well. Like the deafening essence market rate as of now, of making this video, is actually really bad. Okay, it's actually really bad. We have the tier 8 essence of Hysteria and Delirium. So this one is also depending a little bit on RNG, but the real profit point is over here, Remnant of Corruption. Okay, if when you're selling this in bulk, probably you can sell this like for 1C each, and I have like 71 over here. That's really a lot, right? So you can just imagine at least this is like 71C, but all in all, you can definitely sell your whole plot of essence per cycle for at least more than 100C. Okay, even though it's not a lot, when I calculated, it's less than 1 diff, which I'll show you the sheet later on. Okay, and then we have the main focal point, which is Harvest. Okay, I got like 50.6k yellow life force, 12.5k blue, and 9, let's just treat it as 0.9k purple life force. Okay, each of these is still going for 10,000 per divine. Alright, so I've already done the math, so I'll show you later, and all of this is basically from just general mapping and your strongbox. Strongbox does give operative strongbox, and you will encounter really good scarabs once in a while. Okay, divination cards I did not include, but I just put it here. I did not have any good cards this round. So yeah, this is all. Okay, for the map sustain, you really don't have to worry. It is definitely sustainable. Alright, next is basically this. I have actually compiled all of the information on your revenue, like the cost of setting up, your revenue and profits. Alright, so I'll just go through a quick one. We use Raster Scarab, which is like probably 0.7C each, so 112. Alright, and Compass. So Compass duplicate life force is 20. Okay, it's 20. It's around 20. It depends. Alright, if you are not using yellow, then it's still around 15 to 20. It's still around 15 to 20. Sacred Growth is 30C. Alright, Essence is 3C, and Harbinger is actually, it has actually risen in price when I last checked. So okay, let me just do a quick check here. It should, when I last saw it, it was around nearly 20C already. Okay, yep, it's around 20C. Okay, so I'm just going to put this at 20C. It's going to cost double the price, which is actually quite a lot. Okay, it's around 15 to 20C, but I'm just going to put 20C. Okay, and Fortune Favor the Brave. So this is like your bread and butter of every single map. Okay, this will increase the pack size. Right, and our first main profit is I compiled the currency. So currency, you can see I only included Chaos Orb, Awakened Sexton, Regret Orb, making it totals up to about 400C in total. Harvest, this is the main one. There's like 50,000 yellow life force, red is 9,600, blue is 12,500. Like I say, this is going for 10,000 per device, so I just divided accordingly, and we have a whooping 1,221C. Okay, this is like your revenue. And Harbinger, there's Orb of Nauman, Ancient Orb, Exalted Orb, Fracturing Shard. It only totals up to 217C. Okay, next is Essence. Essence is actually, like I say, the Deafening Essence is really bad. What I do is I actually use the TFT box selling tool to actually calculate the cost, right? And the Deafening only gave us 60C. Okay, if I do not have this tier 8 essence, which is honestly quite RNG. I would actually love to remove it. Okay, so let me just, actually I think I'll just remove it, okay, because it's very RNG based. Remnant of Corruption, I had like 71, so it's going to go for like 71C. Okay, I'm just going to put 71C. Total we profit from Essence like 131 C. Okay, others include Contract, Blueprints, Screaming Invitation. Oh, not Screaming, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to put Searing Exarch Invitation and your Primeval Remnant. Okay, and all in all, right, this is the tabulated profit. Okay, and total how much revenue we have earned. Revenue means everything that we have earned, not counting the cost, is 200, nearly 200, 2200 C. Okay, but overall profit after minusing the cost, we earn about 1500 C. Okay, so 1500 C is, okay, let me just bring up my calculator. 1517. Now currently 190 C is about 1 divine. So yeah, we profit about 8 divine. Okay, 8 divine if you're going to use this exact same strategy. The only problem is when I first started this strategy, I bought the compass at 10C. I have no idea why it escalated double the price. And if this was 70C, like the whole cost of the compass for Harbinger is 70C, I would actually continue to buy it. But if it's 20C, right, honestly, I am not in a very good favor to actually do it. Okay, to actually buy it. Because why? First of all, the fracturing shard is really very rare, so I'm not going to include it. And if you see, if I do not include it, I'm only going to earn like 179C. Okay, so like the cost is 140, and then your revenue for Harbinger is 179C. That's like a 40C profit only from Harbi. This is such a waste of time. Right, so if it's 20C, I will not buy it. But if it's 10, yes, then the profit is worth it, because 179, probably you're gonna earn about 100C, and I think this is still okay because Harbinger gives a lot of monsters, and they're gonna give you more currency shard as well as more monsters so that you can map sustain much easier. Okay, but nonetheless, I don't think this is needed anymore. I will remove it. Probably I will remove it from the from the main, the Google sheet that I actually show you guys on the, where is it? Give me a second. Yeah, it's over here. Probably I'll just remove it from here. Okay, the compass, I'm still updating this. So yeah, if I were to remove this, then it's gonna be much more, but really the main profit point is really just harvest. Okay, harvest and your main currency, your currency making from all the reward altars from Searing Exarch. Alright, and then I will say Essence and Harbinger is really just an additional bonus. It's not really necessary, but you know, because the map device contains Essence and Ambush, so that's why Strongbox and Essence was included. Okay, Harbi is really just there to give you more monsters for easier map sustain. Alright, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you are really earning a ton of profit with Harvest, do let me know in the comments below. And just one last thing I want to let you guys know, the prices might vary as the league goes on, alright? Usually Harvest is very cheap at the start, and then as the league goes on into the second week, third week, fourth week, so on and so forth, it starts to get more expensive. Alright, I'm talking about the Compass as well as the Life Force. Both of them is going to get relatively expensive depending on the market economy value. So please do not take every single profit and calculations like exactly as they are. Things are going to change. Alright, bear in mind of that. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.